I really don't know. This beer is throwing me for a loop, guys, and I got to be honest with you. This is a wild ale. Okay, it's a tart fruit ale. It's not a it's a straight on sour ale. It's bringing in some complexities with berries and other tart flavors. I'm not a huge consumer of this style. Okay, but I have to tell you, as I've drank it, the flavor that came to life for me, which is not even mentioned on the bottle, grapefruit. I'm getting grapefruit in this beer. It's a nice, tart fruitiness that's just in there for me. And I'm not sure if everyone's going to experience that or not. But these wild ales, this kind of fruity berry style beer, they can really play with your taste buds a lot. I mean, again, just some of the flavors they mention. The Brettanomyces contributes to a myriad of flavors, including pear, apricot, graham cracker, and bread crust. And then from the wine barrel aging, they also report vinous plum character and some tannic finishes. You can see how all of those qualities can kind of impact an individual's perception of this beer. For me, I'm getting red grape tannin. That tart red wine, red grape tannin is in here. I'm getting white grapefruit. I'm getting that tart grapefruit. It's in there. I can taste it. Like grapefruit peel, grapefruit essence. It's totally in here. And then maybe a tart plum is still playing around. Maybe even a hint of like a rhubarb spice or something like that too. I'm just thinking about, the rhubarb sensation that I've been getting as well. I'm getting like a rhubarb vibe, guys. It's a little bit in here. And maybe a hint of very, very tart cranberry, but a very small hint at that, if there is any. It's kind of hard to put my finger on this one. I will tell you one thing, though. The Brett yeast in here, on the finish, it's leaving this nice bready, like sourdough vibe. After all the fruitiness plays around in your palate, and then you swallow, and it's kind of like a yeasty finish. So the yeast kind of balances it all back once you're done swallowing, and it's like it holds it all together. Otherwise, it would just be a straight-on, rush of different, tart fruit flavors. But the Brett brings it all home. Very nice addition to this beer to include the Brett aging process. Just having that yeast in here. Really good decision. Again, I don't know if you're all going to experience the same flavors I am, but I am getting grapefruit in here. And this is not talking about grapefruit at all. This is a scary beer. And also in the style, I don't think I can give these farmhouse or wild ales higher than a 94. Just preference for me. This is when you start going into wines, right? Beer is a malty beverage, and the sweet flavors of chocolate and coffee and nuts and smokiness in stouts. And then in IPAs, you kick up the hops to 1,000,000, right? So you get that awesome, like, fruity bitterness. These ales, they're playing a balancing act with, like, wine aging and beer maltiness and yeasts. And to me, it makes an amazing beverage, but not one that punches me in the face. The more a beer punches me in the face in a good way, the better. This one's just really pleasant. And info's on the bottle. So with that said, I am going to stick with my grade. I'm going to give this a 94 or a high A-, kicking on the door of an A. I think it's just a style thing and a preference, If you love tart, light-bodied beer, That's how I would explain it. This could be like a 10 for you. It really is delicious. It is so sessionable. It's kind of scary how sessionable that is for 10.6%. It's basically a rosé with a little bit of malt and a little bit of yeast. It's a yeasty rosé. Some grapefruit juice thrown in. Boy, this beer is going to resonate with some people. A lot. And I'm a fan. I do enjoy this beer. It's just very light on the body. It's well made, guys. So, again, 94 from me. It's a fantastic beer. Don't take an A- grade as an insult or anything like that. It's just the fact that it's so light-bodied, and it could have a little bit more substance to it at a 10.6. But that's just my opinion. If you want a light beer, this could be a 10 easily.